This is your announcer, Shannon Saint Mainframe, welcoming you to our IPA Livecast. Alice Cooper and Carlos Santana were in the news this week. And on behalf of the Livecast, I'd like to send condolences to their families for their loss. Wait, what? They just said some dumb stuff about trans people? Well, at least now I don't have to pretend to care that they died. Our IPA Livecast starts now.
Shannon is cold-bloodedly pro-trans.
And also, Shannon is making a great point that those are the only two options for either of those people to be in the news at any point.
Great point. That's why we keep her around. Welcome to RIP Livecast, episode 735. It's Rob here with Sid.
Hey.
Durinsky. Saturday, August 26th. We're live every Saturday afternoon at noonish Eastern time. And we talk about dumb shit in the news, like these old rock stars that can't just shut up and, play their songs. They got to say stupid shit.
I'd be okay if they didn't even play their songs anymore.
Yeah.
I'd be okay with the full shut up.
Yeah.
Did either of you ever really like Alice Cooper?
No.
Yeah. He has some
You
good
did?
songs. Yeah.
He has some good songs. I would concur with that, but I was never like a huge fan of his.
Honestly, like the Alice Cooper that I knew when I grew up was that one song Poison that he had that was like an
I like that
MTV
song.
hit in the late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
It was okay, but it's like
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. No
School's
more.
Out, I liked as a kid.
No more Mr. Nice Guy.
Yeah, no more.
Which
yeah.
Megadeth covered, by the way.
I could hear that. Okay.
He had
That
some
makes
jams.
sense.
He has some jams, and I like the idea of scaring old Christian ladies, which is why
Now he
recent
is one.
comments, Now he is. Yes, exactly.
It's very funny though that his whole shtick was ever considered scary. I mean, it's so quaint now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very campy.
And No More Mr. Nice Guy was a weird choice for Dave Mustaine because, like, when was he ever a nice guy?
That's a fair point.
He never ceased being a nice guy because he never started.
Well, so Alice Cooper, he dropped his verbal diarrhea first this week. He was interviewed by Stereo Gum, and for some reason was asked about recent comments made by his theatrical rock peers about gender identity. I'm reading this Blabbermouth article recapping this issue because, as you recall, Paul Stanley and Dee Snider also had some like dumb stuff that they said about like how whatever adults do
Think
is
of the
fine, but
children.
leave the kids alone. Leave these
Yeah.
poor children. Stop turning these children to the devil.
I feel like that's the new tactic to say something about this is to keep it sort of vague. Not that Alice Cooper did.
It's
this,
like,
but-
yeah, this is the trans version of like don't ask, don't tell. Look,
Right.
I'm okay with what you do behind closed doors, but leave our children. And really, this is the exact same thing with gay acceptance. Was like
Right.
they're trying to convert our children. They're trying to like they made all gay people out to be pedophiles. Essentially.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like what that's so condescending in and of itself. Like, why do you get to be outdoors and they have to be behind closed
Yeah.
doors?
When you say you, who are you referring to?
Straight
Heterosexuals,
Right,
anyone
yeah,
who fits
like-
any normal, anyone making that claim is in some of the in group.
Absolutely agree. I was at the beach and there's just children around and whatever, and there was this teen couple and they're ferociously making out.
Did you film it?
No, I
Share
didn't
the
film
video,
it.
Rob.
It
Share
was-
the video.
You mean
It was a
boy and
straight
girl,
couple,
right?
a boy and a girl. And I was just thinking, like, if this was two guys or two girls, this would have been a way, like, for some. Why is it a bigger deal?
Well, no, if it
it's
was
that?
two girls, there would be an audience of people cheering, Rob.
Sure.
I feel that. Sid,
I mean,
that's-
depending
that
on
is
which
true.
beach you're on, same with the two guys. But anyway,
But my point would be there would be a group of people cheering them on, but there would be some horrified parents. I feel
Sure,
even
yeah.
if two
sure,
women
yeah.
were-
Like,
were
why?
making
Yeah,
out.
why is it okay? Yeah, and to be clear, I think all of them should be okay. But if you're gonna be upset about, one certain type of affection expressed in public, it's an all or nothing game, baby.
I'll deviate from you on the lad a little bit. I don't need to see anybody making out. I'm not going to petition them into gay and straight, but just to get away from me. To see people being happy.
Making out, I don't need to see. But if they, if it goes to like second base or something, then I'm there for it. I'll watch that. Give me something I can work with.
For me, I'm like, I think smooches are fine. Once you're like doing deep Frenching. Deep French is like when you got to take a step back.
It's like performative, It's like, look at us.
All right. I say, all right, if that's what you want.
Yeah, it's like, you want the live album or do you want the porno, like the recorded version?
Yeah.
No. There's a time and a place.
Quick man comment says, heavy PDA makes me uncomfortable. While Dusty Rhodes Muffler asks, were they looking for a third? Shifty Shortcake. Breaking news. Rob hates the French.
We knew this already. Psyopus, French band. There you go.
I do love French food, though. Love a good baguette, a croissant. Just French
just
pastries,
bread,
I guess.
I
just like French bread.
Name a French dish other than bread.
Well, French cuisine, like high-end cuisine.
Name one dish.
Yeah.
I don't know, like how they do stuff with meat and side dishes and stuff.
So cooking in general.
Cooking, sure.
Got it.
Yeah, look at
Escargot, let me help you out. Throw your lifeline.
Escargot's fine. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Duck à l'orange.
There you go. Yeah.
I like a good pommes frites, right, guys?
That's
chicken cordon bleu. Quick man cometh. Yeah.
Au bon pan. Au bon pan.
Chicken cordon bleu, not too crazy about.
What? Do you like chicken Kiev?
I do like chicken Kiev.
Isn't it more or less the same thing?
Yes, but
no,
it's more the sauce is thinner. I think it's runnier. It's like
what's the chicken with like ham and cheese on it?
That's cordon bleu.
Yeah, so that's not the same.
Chicken Kiev is like
it's just breaded and with like butter inside.
Yeah, buttery sauce. But I've seen chicken Kiev made with like another meat stuffed in.
Yeah.
Oh, I've never had that, but yeah, I just don't like all the extra, and my stomach cannot really handle certain types of melted cheese, so I tend, especially like with like a croque madame, I can't do that.
Wait, you croak if you eat certain kinds of cheese?
If he eats a madame, he croaks. If he eats a Mansour, it's okay.
Yeah, croque Mansour, I'm okay with.
Yeah, he can eat that all night long.
A croque madame, no thanks.
Eat it till he croaks.
And you need them to be open face sandwiches because you're the top.
Open face, baby.
I could go either way.
Something just occurred to me. So is it now Chicken Kiev because of the war in Ukraine? Since they changed, or they're now adhering to the proper way of spelling Kiev in the news?
I guess so.
Do we say Chicken Kiev now?
And we need a moment of silence before we start eating.
We actually have to donate like about $1,000 each every time we mention.
Oh, god damn!
Ukrainian city. That's the rule for podcasts now. That's the licensing rule.
What I do
just
when I
give them one of my Oscars instead.
Oh, I didn't know you had more than one.
When I eat
you knew I had one though.
I just go and bomb the bathroom when I'm an unprovoked invasion.
Sounds like an unprovoked retreat.
Yeah.
all the poos, get the hell out of there.
Yeah. Evacuate the city.
Evacuation. Yes. Yes, exactly. Anyway, as we discuss evacuations, Alice Cooper said really dumb stuff. Anyway, he says, I'm understanding, which is code for I'm not understanding. But he says,
I'm about to say something not understanding.
But
I'm understanding that there are cases of transgender, but I'm afraid that it's also a fad. And I'm afraid there's a lot of people claiming to be this just because they want to be that.
Well, isn't that what all of them are doing? That they want? I mean, isn't it all about what you want, what you feel?
Yeah, like, so, okay, if it is a fad, so?
Yeah, why do you care?
Yeah, I find it wrong when you've got a 6-year-old kid who has no idea. All right, like, where?
Yeah, what's the kid's name?
Who? Yeah, he wants to play, and you're confusing him, telling him who's telling him. Who are these people forcing these kids?
They think that there's like hipster parents that want to convince their kids to be trans because it's a status symbol. That's what they think is going on.
Yeah, which is so stupid, and that's so reductive.
Well, I think when people do this, like he in an interview setting, let's say, because that's what this is, someone should push back on that and go, okay, let's assume your claim is valid. Show me where this is happening.
Yeah.
And show me that you're not just an old 79-year-old man who has saw one news item and overreacted to it.
Yeah.
Someone should do that.
Not even a news item, saw like a image macro on social media.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, this is Billy. Billy used to be Sue. Billy was forced by his mom to be Billy. Or
show us the 50-year-old trans person who regrets it.
Yeah.
And wishes they could go back.
Also, this is such a small minority of people that they're talking about. Like, it's like, leave these poor people alone.
Yeah.
Let them go through their shit.
Well, it's like how when gay people were more persecuted than they are now. I think it was the same argument. It was like who's really opting into this because it's so fun to be gay in America. Like, it's you're risking getting beat up, thrown under car wheels, and trans people are going through that or worse nowadays. So like, why are you opting into that unless you really feel this is who you are?
So he goes, he wants to play, and you're confusing him, telling him, yeah, you're a boy, but you could be a girl if you want to be. I think that's so confusing to a kid. It's even confusing to a teenager. You're still trying to find your identity, and here's this thing going on saying, yeah, but you could be anything you want. You can be, hold on. You can be a cat if you want to be. This is where they lose me. Like this is where any empathy exits. Like, it could be like, oh, this is just an old person who hasn't been. But then once they use that line, it's like, oh, go fuck yourself. Like, you're done with me. You could be this. You could be a car. Like, fuck off.
Well, if you spend $20,000, you could be a border collie, I heard.
oh, I'm sorry. It gets even worse. You could be a cat if you want to be. I mean, if you identify as a tree, and I'm going, come on. What are we in a Kurt Vonnegut novel? It's so absurd. Vonnegut? Why? Okay, shut up.
I'm glad I let that go. I didn't get told to shut up.
It's so absurd, and now to the point of absurdity. The whole woke thing. Nobody can answer this question. Maybe you can. Who's making the rules? Is there a building somewhere in New York where people sit down and say, okay, we can't say mother now. We have to say birthing person. Oh, my God. Get that out on the wire now. Who is this person making these rules? I don't get it. I'm not being old school about it. I'm being logical about it. It's getting to the point now where it's laughable. If anybody
It's laughable. The things he says that are happening are laughable because they're not actually fucking happening.
Exactly. And I want to go back 2 seconds. Like, before, I didn't actually read this full quote to realize what a dipshit he was. I just only saw like the first 2 paragraphs. But I just want to say, he's saying it's very confusing to children to tell them they could be anything they want to be. He says, or that they could be a girl. Like, Alice Cooper made his name by changing his name to Alice and dressing like a girl. Wasn't he telling young boys that they can dress up like women and say that they're women and then become huge rock stars?
Did he dress as a girl? I don't remember that element.
Well, he dressed like femininely, I would think.
Did he?
Yeah, like he would do the androgynous stuff. Absolutely.
I guess for the time, and I don't know. I guess it just shows my lack of knowledge of Alice Cooper.
He wore makeup and stuff like that.
Okay,
I always thought his gimmick was like he's a man. He's very clearly a man whose name is Alice, and that's whoa! Isn't that edgy?
Yeah.
I never saw him as feminine.
Okay. But even still, it's like,
but
okay,
so
it's
still ridiculous.
like.
He reminded me of a less edgy, musically edgy King Diamond in personality.
Okay, I can see that.
And
exactly. Like, isn't it confusing to tell people about Satan and tell like shut up, fuck off?
Also, I think it's less confusing.
What's less confusing?
To tell kids they can be whatever the fuck they want, because then it's up to them, and they don't feel locked into something and confused as to why it doesn't feel right.
Exactly right.
It's like, you figure it out. Whatever you want, we're cool with it.
No,
What's
you
confusing
have to
about that.
You have to be what we say you are. I'm
Yeah.
so confused. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Also,
This is less confusing.
here's the thing. They're saying, okay, we can't. He's saying, okay, we can't say mother. We have to say birthing person. Who says this? Nobody says this. What they're
Tucker Carlson probably said it on one of his shows. Or something.
Exactly.
It came from a government manual about
inclusive language. It's saying,
exactly.
and it wasn't like a law. It's like try to use more inclusive language instead of saying mother. Use birthing person because it's more inclusive. Because there's trans men who can get pregnant. And they don't identify with female pronouns. So why is that? What was that? But that doesn't say that mothers don't exist. Or mothers exist within the grander term of birthing person.
But it also it doesn't say get rid of the word woman either. It's like that.
Exactly.
That story came from like some kind of government manual that was talking about births. Have pregnant women
exactly.
and what to do. So like in that context, they want to make sure they're including everyone who might come into their office and might be a trans man that can give birth to a baby.
Right.
But they're not saying when you see a pregnant woman in the street, they're not suggesting you go up to her and say, hello, birthing person.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly that.
Has anyone ever corrected Alice Cooper for using the word mother? Like, has that ever actually happened to him?
Maybe.
Has a woman ever been like,
shit out of him now?
I'm not a mother. I'm a birthing person, okay? Is that what he heard? Like, who told him that? Who said
maybe
that? Maybe
Danzig thinks he can't sing that song anymore.
Yeah. That's the next story that's gonna
that
come
could
up.
be got it.
That's a birthing person. Tell your children tell your non-binary children not to call my name.
Tell your children they're a boy or a girl. Not this in between, whatever they are.
Birthing person.
It's getting to the point of absurdity. This woke stuff.
All right, so then he goes on to say, so I say, let somebody at least become sexually aware of who they are before they start thinking about if they're a boy or a girl. Here is Alice Cooper conflating sexuality with gender, which are two separate things. And Alice adds, a lot of times I look at it this way, the logical way, he says.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my goodness. He says, if you have these genitals, you're a boy. If you have those genitals, you're a girl. What a scientific way to go about it. There's a difference between I'm a male who is a female or I'm a female that's a male and wanting to be a female. You were born a male, okay? So that's fact. You have these things here. Now the difference is you want to be a female? Well, no. That's not. Okay. It's like there's so much. We're so far down the rabbit hole with this. I don't even know.
How come they're all okay with people converting religions? How come nobody's against that? You're born a Jew. How dare you become a born again Christian?
I was gonna say there's no Jewish genitals, but technically, yeah, there kind of is.
He said so. He concludes this by saying it's something you could do later on if you want to, but you're not a male born a female. Like.
So wait, so he's okay with doing it later though?
He's just saying leave the kids alone. He's saying he's okay with you doing it, but don't tell me that like this is why. Like he's essentially saying, oh, you're crazy for doing this. It's not because you feel like a female. Like that's so impossible to feel. Because
look, I'm a logical
research.
guy. I'm a logical guy. We shouldn't put you in like internment camps or anything. But you are insane for feeling this way. I'm a reasonable guy. We shouldn't round them up and put them behind barbed wire or anything like that.
So the interviewer did push back, saying no parents are encouraging doubt in their kids' identities and listening to their kids and finding pediatricians that provide appropriate care. Cooper said, well, I could see somebody really taking advantage of this, though. A guy can walk into a woman's bathroom at any time and just say, I feel like I'm a woman today. Can they say that? No. And where are these cases? Where has this happened?
And can I just add something? Who cares if they do that? Who cares that? Why do we need separated bathrooms? Why is that a thing? Why can't we have? I've been to places that have gender-free bathrooms. You walk in, you take a piss or shit, You wash your hands and you leave. Like, why did then there the part where you're naked, you're inside of a little booth.
Yeah, private stall.
Why is this such a important thing in society that we have to segregate bathrooms?
Well, he goes on to say they're taking advantage of the situation. Someone's going to get raped.
They could get raped anywhere.
And the guy's going to say, I felt like a girl that day, and then I felt like a guy. It's like, okay, well, rape is illegal. Like, what?
Yeah.
There's already laws against rape.
So, like,
just because a guy's in the
rapist
bathroom
is willing to take a woman's sexual make contact
Gender.
with her sexually.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Oh,
I'm
I see
saying
what
a
you're
man
saying.
is willing to rape a woman, but he's not willing to break the bathroom rules. Is that what
yeah,
we're saying?
right.
Like a
Yeah,
rapist,
the only
there's
way
a force
he can rape
field
her.
against rapists in the women's bathroom. It's like I'm gonna fucking rape this woman. Oh shit, she's in the women's bathroom. What do I do now?
Where's
I
my
gotta find
wig?
another woman. Yeah, where's my wig? This wig.
It's like rapist Superman. He has to go into a phone booth and change into a different outfit so he can go out and rape people.
What gender is the phone booth though? Is there there's male phone booths and female phone booths?
Rob, there's breaking news on the Alice Cooper situation. I just put it in our private chat,
Oh.
so you could open this link. He's already facing consequences, Rob.
Alice Cooper is canceled. It's the headline here. Here, let me share the screen.
It's weird. No one wants to listen to his music now. Just now, because of this.
Here it is. Alice Cooper canceled by cosmetics firm after opposing trans surgeries for kids. Well, that's a very New York Post way
Yeah.
of framing the situation, because that's not why he's being canceled. And there's no where are the trans surgeries for kids? I do not believe that is something that is done. There's puberty blockers. There's ways to delay the advancement of certain body parts, but that's reversible.
I just want to tell you what I find so funny about this is that a grown adult man will not be able to promote lipstick anymore because of his anti-trans comments.
What a confused world we live in. Oh my God, Alice.
It's just how do you not have the awareness to, like, you made your living on gender bending? Like, how do you not have the wherewithal to say, what am I doing? Like, even if you believe every single one of this Ben Shapiro fucking Charlie Kirk things, just have the awareness not to say it into a microphone.
How did it even come up?
Also, so honestly, I want to point out that, like, this is totally the New York Post making a big deal out of nothing. And also, again, how they're framing it, dumped by a cosmetics company after the singer questioned the rush to perform trans surgeries on kids and said that transitioning genders was a fad.
That's
not all that he said. Right. That's quite a bit. Oh, you can't just ask questions anymore. For just asking some questions, Anyway, so signed a brand partnership deal less than 2 weeks ago with Vampire Cosmetics.
Is that like an Etsy page?
Yeah, exactly. Like the reputable brand Vampire Cosmetics has canceled him. Let's do a whole fucking bullshit.
Well, good for Vampire Cosmetics, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Here's their. But like seriously, this isn't L'Oreal. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, he lost his $80 a month revenue stream.
Yeah, these look really cool. I fully support this brand, and but I'm just saying, like, New York Post just picked a great, this is an easy headline to generate hate clicks. So that was Alice Cooper being a dipshit. I'm like fatigued now from these old men, but I still want to get to this stupid Carlos Santana video, which he immediately apologized for, because it's like,
but then apparently he deleted the apology. I think I saw.
Oh yeah, I didn't see that. So here's the and this is just in the middle of his concert in New Jersey.
He said he was supporting a boycott of Vampire Cosmetics. I think that's what his rant was. I will not be using their lip glosses anymore.
Or you're lying your ass up.
All right.
There's no virtual reality. God made you and me
Oh, this
before
is
we came out of the womb. You know who you are and what you are.
When you're a baby, you know what you are?
Later on, when you grow up and you see things and you start believing that you could be something that it sounds good, but you know it ain't right.
Could you imagine being the fucking bassist right now? You've got to like play this mellow bass line while he goes on this rant. Like, fucking job.
Boom,
So
boom, boom,
strange.
boom. Trans people don't exist. Boom, boom.
The fact
boom,
that there's drum and bass going on behind this rant is so fucking absurd.
boom, boom, boom,
I didn't even think about that, but you're totally right.
Oh,
boom,
Later
boom,
on, when you
boom.
grow
Stay
up
out
and
of
you
my
see
kid's
things
bathroom. Boom,
and you start
boom,
believing
boom, 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 boom.
that you could be something that
It's like I'm hearing it for the first time.
it sounds good, but you know it ain't right.
Masks were a hoax.
Because
Boom,
a woman is a
boom,
woman
boom,
and a
boom,
man is a
boom.
man.
A woman is a woman. I'm like, shut up! Like, what are you? Okay, what does that even?
Whatever you want to do.
5G towers gave me
That's your
asthma. Boom, boom, boom,
And
boom.
so
boom.
here he says something that also is kind of homophobic.
Whatever you want to do in the closet, that's your business.
What?
I'm okay with that. I am like this with my brother Dave Chappelle.
He's gay.
Totally like
So
He's-
again, stay in the closet. That's his message.
Yeah,
to the
like that.
people.
He's like, hey, whatever you. Yeah, like I don't give a shit if you want to take 7 dicks up the ass. Just do it
Right.
in the privacy of your own home.
Boom,
I don't
boom,
need to see
boom,
it.
Boom, boom, Don't do anal on the B train. Boom, 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 boom. Take it home with your boyfriend or whatever the hell. Boom, 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 boom.
wow.
And honestly, like, it's so crazy. It's all over. Like as T-Tam points out, would you believe it? There's anti-trans people in the deathcore metal community.
No.
I
can't
know.
believe it. That's impossible.
Thy Art is Murder. This Russian band or Ukrainian band, Slaughter to Prevail. I think they're a Ukrainian band. I don't want to.
Boom,
wanna get
boom, boom, boom. No, trans people don't exist. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, they're Russian. Oh, so I take that back. They're
Oh, what's the
a
hurry?
Russian band. They're just saying like very weird things about. I've just been seeing these undertones of like, oh, they're trying to ruin the traditional family.
Oh.
Like they're coming for our families, ruin
It's
society.
usually people with 8 illegitimate children that say
Yes.
that. They're the most concerned.
Boycott vampire cosmetics.
Also,
more
just
corpse paint from them.
this idea, like you could do and believe whatever you want. I just think that man is for woman, or something like
Yes,
that. Like
yeah.
man is man and woman is woman. Like fuck off.
Right. Well, yeah, but the thing about
Okay,
that-
I believe you're a fucking idiot. How about that? If we
Yeah.
can believe whatever we want, I believe you're a dipshit.
be an idiot in your closet. That's fine. I'm okay with
Yeah, yeah. You take those opinions, keep those in your. I don't care what you say in your closet, but leave it off the social media,
Yeah,
please.
don't force it down my throat. The thing that gets me
go ahead,
about,
Darren.
the thing that gets me about Carlos Santana is the way he even phrased it is like, I don't care what you do in your closet. I'm okay with that, he says. I'm fine with that. Who the fuck asked this, like,
Yes.
the guy that was last relevant in 1971, except for one song, because some guy, he played guitar on one pop song like 20 years ago already. Who asked him what his opinion was? Like, why do I care what you're okay with? Boomer? Mr. Peace and Love Woodstock? Like, fuck, you're Peace and Love Woodstock, but now do everything over here away from me that I don't want to see.
Within limits. The thing,
But-
and I've mentioned
Okay.
this before, but like the thing that really bothers me with all this is like, in this situation, we need to protect the children from their parents. Their parents are overstepping, and we need
Yes.
to step in and save them from their parents that are following a fad. But when it's the school system wanting to have open libraries with lots of different books about like LGBTQ stuff and whatever,
Right.
we as parents have the right to stop the schools from doing this to our children.
They should have control of what their children
Yes.
see.
Well, they're
So
the right
do we
kind
want
of parents.
parents' rights or do we not want parents' rights?
We want rights for the parents who believe the same things that
Yeah.
I.
Yeah, we want
Exactly,
rights for
yeah.
parents that haven't subscribed to this satanic trans ideology. They're disqualified from having their opinions taken seriously.
Can we also? I just want to point out that this is not just right wingers doing this. I just saw now Jennifer Aniston is now anti-trans, or like.
Well, she's just
danced
anti-cancel
the-
culture, I think. Isn't
but-
that it?
No, she had it. Didn't she just? Maybe it was in it. Maybe I'm misremembering. I thought there was one in the Discord where she said something about a man is a man and a woman is a
Oh,
woman.
really?
Am I forgetting this? Am I remembering this wrong?
If she did, I missed that.
Well, I apologize to Jennifer Aniston if she didn't say that.
I didn't even read this, but T-Tam says that the singer of Thy Art Is Murder said that the parent of a trans kid should be burned to death. And he goes on to say, like, you're the vocalist of Thy Art Is Murder, and you're all about traditional Christian values all of a sudden? Like, get out of here. I wonder, that is ridiculous. And that is why,
art, man. It's not the same thing.
That's why maybe you shouldn't take these people's opinions seriously. But so Slaughter to Prevail, the singer goes by the moniker Alex the Terrible. And here's a video that's gone viral this week after he released a statement essentially kind of agreeing with CJ about, traditional family values and all this bullshit.
They had a little disagreement about what type of brand flamethrower to use on the trans kid parents. Right.
So these are the 4 rules of being a real man. This is his.
Dear.
Oh, look at this guy. Can't wait. What?
First one, the real man eats woman pussy he likes. Second one, the real man eats food with his own hands. And third one, the real man does sport, especially combat sport.
Coombat.
And the final one, the real man listens to metal music. 4 rules.
Wait.
First one, the real.
Wait. You're telling me this is not a Moscow Metal Minute bit? This is a real thing?
I think this is a little tongue in cheek. Let's be honest. This is him doing like a wrestling promo. He's leaning into the bit.
But like his voice sounds like you guys' parody of that guy.
Sure.
Oh, so
this
this band went viral a few weeks ago because
he had a virus.
Well, probably no.
He was too close to the guy doing the Coombat sports. He caught something on his pee-pee. On his pichonka.
It was like a festival or something, and he was like screaming without the microphone while his band was playing, to the PA. And it's like a cool metal
That's
little
what
bit.
Santana should have done. He should have just done his rant without the microphone while his band was playing.
Oh, I guess this is his bit because there's other videos about it.
What do you think, Rob?
I mean, it's within my range, but like his opinions make it very hard to find him attractive.
Wait, why is the rest of the band wearing weird face masks? It's like Slipknot +1. What is this?
I guess. Well, I'm sure it's also because then they're easier to replace if they fall out of line.
They're all so embarrassed of the shit he just said.
Yeah,
they were wearing those masks a week ago.
This guy definitely has some, let's just say, problematic tattoos.
So,
What's he got?
Azov? What has he got in there?
He has that let me pull it up. But
is it that
Celtic
Ukrainian?
swastikas?
Is it like the Ukrainian?
No swastika.
Nazi, not Nazi.
He's
thing?
Russian. He's Russian.
Oh, he must hate Ukrainians then.
Yeah, so keep calling him Ukrainian. I'm sure.
Okay,
he's coming for
Ukrainian
you.
guy. Yeah, having what tattoos is he have again?
Let me see. I do have this.
Anyone who calls me the Ukrainian, we will have a match in the Coombat sports. I love that Coombat.
This is his covered up tattoo.
Oh.
What is it?
It's questionable.
What is
it's one of these. This is like a sun symbol, but it's like something that is questionable.
SS.
Yeah, the black sun tattoo. And there's like some other tattoos apparently. So who knows? Let's just say It's a symbol associated with not good people, let's say.
Okay.
So yeah,
That's
there's
not
that.
surprising.
Yeah. Four rules of being a real man. I will crush you.
I mean, I feel like what were those 4 rules again? Eat pussy.
Yeah.
I do that. Listen to metal. I do that, although it's a very old metal. What was it? Coombat
sports.
I engage in sport.
No, workout. Yeah, especially combat sport.
Not Coombat. I don't do Coombat.
4 rules of real man. First one, the real man eats woman pussy
Eat the
he
pussy.
likes. Second
Woman
one,
pussy.
the real man eats food with
Yeah,
his own.
you can't exactly like a lot of gay men like to refer to puddles as pussies. So
Right. So
You
wait.
know.
So but eat with your like no utensils. He means.
Yeah, so the real
exactly.
man only goes to medieval times and eats without utensils.
now, also, like, what if you have a woman feeding you? Is that kind of gay? Like, no, I must eat with my hands. You cannot feed me, woman.
I must eat the pussy with my real hands too. She cannot feed me. None of the riding the face thing is bullshit. Bля.
Own hands. And
Пиздец.
third one, the real man does sport, especially combat sport.
Okay.
And the final one, the real man listen to metal music.
I don't
The real man uses teeth whitening strips to ensure his teeth are nice and white.
So
I like this first comment. Alex, I am gay. What do I do? Steps too confusing for me.
did he answer?
There's 120 replies. Jesus
Yeah, I
fucking
don't think
Christ.
I'm pretty good, but yeah,
Look,
no,
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 they're
no.
trying to hook up in the thread. Look, I'm hotter than you.
Well, that's the same. That's the OP just trolling these homophobes.
I thought we had a love connection based on their disdain of this guy. I like that he says eat the woman pussy. Don't eat any of that. He clarified, Rob, to your point. He didn't not butthole pussy, not pussy.
Yeah, that's true.
He said the
Not
woman pussy.
You're right. You're
I'm
right.
onto you,
say pussy.
motherfuckers, you gay motherfuckers. I know you try to call it the asshole a pussy. It's not a pussy. I mean the woman pussy. Don't trick me.
Darren, your Russian accent is too authentic for this guy. You're somehow
right.
doing him too much justice.
Yeah, that's fair. Coombat. Coombat sports. He really does sound like he's doing a parody and he's just not as good at it as I am.
Oh my God.
The Coombat. It's like a wombat, but it's like some kind of a cat and a wombat. They genetically fused it into Coombat.
Rob, is this band actually popular? People, this
Yeah,
is like
they're pretty hyped.
oh, wow. What
They're like
label
the
are they
band
on?
of the moment. Sumerian, of course.
What does that mean?
They're like the big death. They're the deathcore, and also they're the deathcore. It makes sense that they're not Sumerian.
I love when you find all these guys who are like joking around about their satanic lyrics or it's performative, and then they always have Nazi memorabilia somewhere, like the fucking Slayer. Oh,
It's just the kayfabe.
For years, Slayer was like, oh, it's just music, man. Just lay off. Our singer is from Chile. Come on, give me a break. We're Nazis. And then, of course, you find out the guy has a house full of like Lemmy shit.
Maybe it's just because overzealous fans kept gifting it to him and he felt bad throwing it out.
I'm a nice guy. What do you want me to do? I've just stuck it in my garage. It's fine.
They give me these swastika flags. What am I going to do? Not frame them and put them up?
I really like planes, and the Luftwaffe was the best squadron ever. It doesn't mean I like what they did with it.
Yeah. It's like just because Barry Bonds cheated doesn't mean he's not the home run king. Like, it is what it is. You got to respect the facts.
What a transition. From the Luftwaffe to Barry Bonds.
He's the Luftwaffe of MLB.
Oh! Kurt Schilling is the Luftwaffe.
Oh, well, yes. That's, yeah. All right, fine. Touche.
He's even got the name of an Auschwitz guard. That's so amazing.
Yes.
Kurt
he
Schilling.
looks like one. Yeah. Yeah.
Herr Schilling! You can't do this over!
I picture him with like a monocle or something.
Yeah.
Like a cane.
Kurt Schilling probably loves Slaughter to Prevail. Right?
Oh my God. Yeah.
I think he's too old for that type of music, but he would love their
But he
politics.
supports the message.
Yeah.
Just the name of the band. He supports Slaughter to Prevail.
Yeah.
So, also Steve Harvey is in the news.
Oh boy.
So I guess he had to fire one of his social media people.
Why did they not put enough penis reference in the Family Feud answers for him to mockingly get angry about?
So his official account tweeted, "A comedian you don't find funny at all?" ? A little engagement bait. And Steve Harvey is very upset about this. So he recorded this video. Darren, could you explain what the scene is for our audio listeners?
Okay. Steve Harvey is in a national park. Or some sort of wooded area. There's a paddock fence to keep in sheep of some kind. And Steve is wearing a dad-style bucket hat with a string to tighten it around his turkey neck. And he's wearing, I don't know, some sort of Eddie Bauer sort of casual polo shirt, unbuttoned to the fourth
like
button.
a halfway unbuttoned down. Yeah,
correct. Okay.
All right, I got to take some time to address this here.
What is that?
He looks so inconvenienced right now. Like, how dare you? I'm in my vacation home. I have my Cabelas bucket hat on.
I was right in the middle of anally raping a tourist who got lost on the highway.
Whoa!
And I had to leave the outhouse and do this fucking video. God damn it.
And it was a woman pussy, not man pussy. I was raping the woman pussy. That's a drop for sure.
Came down here to get away, get in some nature, do some fishing.
Get in some
Somebody
nature,
worked for me on my Twitter, put a statement out that was totally negative. I got
somebody that works for me on my Twitter. What a line.
Yeah. I'm out here in nature in this gaseous ball out here.
I'm out here not participating in, your dumb social media, paying someone under scale to do it. And this is how they repay me? This is how they fuck me over?
And Steve, if you're eschewing the social media so hard on your nature trip, how'd you find out about this to fire this?
Yeah.
Looking at that phone.
Somebody works for me on my Twitter, put a statement out that was totally negative. I got to take responsibility for it because they work for me. But the engagement was talking about...
He's like, I got to take responsibility because they work for me. You're literally pushing off the responsibility in the last sentence. You literally blamed it on him.
Yeah.
You're doing the complete opposite of taking responsibility right now.
Just saying the words, I'm taking responsibility, is enough for some people. You
now,
said that?
Can I ask the question? Is he offended because every reply was you, Steve?
Was it? Let's see what the replies were.
Well, it's deleted now.
Yeah, it's not there anymore? Okay.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Put a statement out that was totally negative. I got to take responsibility for it because they work for me. But the engagement was talking about name a comedian you don't think is funny. Why would I do something like that? That don't even make no damn sense. My whole brand is to be motivational. And I'm going to turn around and say something like that. You don't know where these young people at in their career, man. They could be...
There's so much here. There's so much here. My whole brand, my whole gimmick, my whole bullshit is that I'm positive. How dare you fucking ruin my positive brand, you piece of shit. You know how many sponsorships I have?
But also, his whole brand is ridiculing civilians on a game show. His whole brand is making fun of people who said something stupid. That's positive.
Yeah, you have a show called Judge Steve Harvey. You're literally judging people. How is that?
But he's helping them. He wants them to be better. He's judging them to help.
His whole brand is ridiculing people. His whole brand is ridiculing people. On the fucking Family Feud, he does it. On the stupid judge show, he does it. The person he judges to have been wrong in the dispute, he ridicules that person. He writes a fucking book about dating advice on how the person is doing it wrong and they're fucking stupid. Everything he does is making fun of people and negative. If he saw someone wearing that fucking hat, he would make fun of them.
You know the real reason he's this upset, though, right? He put out that tweet, and the negative response got his Vampire Cosmetics contract canceled. Cost him $75.
That don't even make no damn sense. My whole brand is to be motivational. And I'm going to turn around and say something like that. You don't know where these young people at in their career, man. They could be coming up in anything. I'm all about positivity. I would have never done nothing like that.
That was the Lord. That was the Lord. The Lord made him cough because he was lying. Thank you, Jesus.
Choking on his own bullshit.
Show us the way. He crushed his larynx right there, like fucking Ricky Steamboat and Macho Man Randy Savage with the ring bell. That was the Lord Jesus Christ. Shut up, Steve, you fucking liar. Threw a fucking imaginary lightning bolt down.
That's why he's wearing the hat to protect him.
My whole brand is positive. oh, excuse me. Oh, I don't know what happened.
Again.
Turn around and say something like that. You don't know where these young people at in their career, man. They could be coming up in anything. I'm all about positivity. I would have never done nothing like that.
Joke on it, Steve. That's Ephesians 21:14 right there. I don't know what that verse is. I made that up.
Anything. I'm all about positivity. I would have never done nothing like that. I'm so pissed off right now, man. Talking about I was trying to get some engagement. Okay. Be trying to get some employment too. My bad, y'all. Now I got to come on here and do something. Doing a damn self.
Now I got to do the job myself.
Yeah. Now I have to actually.
Job of tweeting for my account myself.
I got to actually fucking tweet now. This fucking asshole makes me. Now I got to review what my tweets say instead of someone telling me what I wrote while I'm on vacation in nature. He's in fucking like Marine Park or something. Where is he? Is there a location attached to this video?
He says it at the beginning, like fishing.
You just said he's in nature.
Oh.
Yeah. Nature, Wisconsin.
Damn self. Me too. My bad, y'all. Now I got to come on here and do something. Doing a damn selfie. So here it is. I'm sorry, man. My bad, y'all. Won't happen again, though.
No one cared.
Right,
like if he would have just left this, no one would have ever questioned this at all.
Yeah, just delete the tweet and that. All right, done.
I feel like he looks like way more of an asshole for like publicly putting whoever that was on blast and firing them than he did for just having that tweet up. Like why can't a comedian think another comedian sucks or ask who sucks? Why is that a bad thing?
I understand how he could see it as a bad thing, but just blowing it up like this does not help anything.
I don't know.
Somebody already extracted all the best quotes from this into like, they're like, here, you can use this as Twitter replies. Like
he sort of looks like Bill Murray in Caddyshack in this outfit, right? Is that the look he's going for? Are they doing like an all-black Caddyshack movie?
Oh my God, please.
He's just coming off the set?
Clarence Thomas as Ted Knight.
Oh my God. Dusty Rhodes wants to know if Steve is on that Mature Men Tumblr. What do you think?
You know, I'm going to say no because it was very uniformly middle-aged white dad.
Yeah, that's true.
Guy had a fetish.
Yeah.
But he does fit the mold if you ignore like racial division.
Yeah. For sure.
He's a daddy.
I would have never done nothing like that.
Oh, speaking of game show hosts, breaking news for you guys. Bob Barker died.
Oh.
Which also breaking news, Bob Barker was still alive.
That's what I was going to say. I really thought he was dead. I'm not joking.
Me too. Yeah.
Like every time we joke around someone you haven't thought of in 20 years dies, we go, was he still alive? I really legitimately thought that I had heard he had died before.
How old was he? He must 99 years old.
Oh, I was going to guess, and I was going to say 97. I would have been so close.
I wonder if the tweets are already coming up saying he died because he got the vaccine.
He was on TV forever. He was old. Forever. Like I've seen old Prices Right anthology clips of people being stupid on YouTube, and there's like clips from 1971, and he's already like fucking 40, I guess 50. He's ancient, that guy.
He was in his 70s having sex scandals on The Price is Right because he was fucking the models and then firing them if they wouldn't fuck him or something, right?
Right. Did he ever actually nail any of them though? I thought it was all like attempts to. Oh, at that stage. I know through the years he was banging them when he was a younger man.
Didn't he marry one of them?
Did he? I don't know that he married one of them.
Okay.
I know Diane Parkinson was the one that sued him, right?
I believe so.
And she was on that show
Lawsuits.
for like 40 years.
Yeah, Diane Parkinson, you're correct. Following a
T-Tam says he
3-year
died
affair.
T-Tam says he died because he got spayed. Oh, he did promote spaying and neutering your pets. That was always his closing line.
Banging that many chicks, it probably helps to get spayed.
Yeah.
Which one is spayed? Which one is the
spayed? Is for the female
girl, right? Yeah,
I believe. Rob,
so he got neutered.
Get spayed.
Babka got, of course. Before I even got her, she was spayed. I think it's a rule of adoption agencies in New York that you cannot give a dog up for adoption without it being
so it's only
or neutered.
Animal adoption agencies in New York that have that rule.
That's correct.
Not
human adoption agency. No. I want to go back to Ivan the Terrible because apparently he has a Ivan the Terrible. I'm sorry, Alex the Terrible.
Whatever.
Let's talk about Ivan for a while.
Yeah, we would not have corrected you.
Apparently he is anti-Putin. Vladimir Putin. He's anti-Vladimir Putin.
Wait, are they based in Russia or are they? Do they live somewhere else?
So he, from what I quickly saw, I believe he is a Russian immigrant that moved to England.
Okay, that makes sense because he would not be saying anything anti-Putin if he still lived there.
Yeah. So he is. So here is his comments against war. I haven't seen this, but I'm just curious to see what he says, and we all love this accent of his. So why not dive in a little?
Making an official statement on behalf of the whole band as a leader. I'm Alex Terrible, play for Slow to Prevail. I'm vocalist. We play deathcore, death metal, and showing the guns and weapons and tanks in our video clips. And so on. Despite this fact, we against the war. We against any war. It is
we for pussy.
This looks like a hostage video. He's like looking off to the side. It's like somebody's holding a gun to his head, making him read a statement. What is this?
We support war on the pussy.
Do you think the dog next to him was neutered, Rob?
I don't know.
Never.
Real men do not neuter pets. Dog
Real
have
men
big testicle.
Enter their dog in Coombat sports tournament.
Michael Vick, real man.
Real man. Here, eat the pussy.
Don't worry. Be
we against any war. It is so
except the war on trans people.
Yeah, he's with the Azov battalion right now. They're like, okay, now you say Russia bad now. Say it, bitch.
It is so hurt us to see what is happening right now in Ukraine. And we've been in Ukraine many times with the shows, and our last tour finished in Ukraine. Please do not make the whole Russian people an accomplice. I wish you a beautiful, peaceful sky above your head. Thank you for your attention.
So I feel like in the first video, he was a Moscow Metal Minute character. In this video, he's giving me more Sacha Baron Cohen.
Yes. Yeah.
Both of them seem completely fake. I don't know who this man is. This guy's a fucking sociopath.
He's like Andy Kaufman.
Yeah.
We don't like it, the war.
And he's like, every time he says that, he's like looking off to the side, like he's lying. It's so strange. How many of their shows have you been to, Rob?
One.
None. I haven't seen them live.
Are they touring now? Can you go?
Should I go? Be like, hey, Alex, why don't you show me some pussy tips?
No, call him Ivan.
I'm sure you find him more attractive now that he's not being so aggro?
No. I don't find him attractive.
But then, now that he's a dog lover, do you find him more attractive?
No.
You have a puppy play date.
No, his dog. My dog would be afraid of his dog.
No. Real men do not have a female sabaka, bля.
No bitches.
No bixes. No dog bixa. Only the male sabaka.
Do we know this guy's actual last name? I just want to make sure I'm not related to him.
The Terrible.
Oh, it's Capsinel. Wow.
Oh,
crazy.
God damn it.
Let's see. Alexander Schick. No way.
Vonnegut.
Shikolai?
It's pronounced Vonnegut.
It's a Shikolai, which just sounds like chocolate. Shikolai.
Almost. It's like chocolate and Nikolai.
I'm sure he loves being called chocolate. Racist as he is.
Allegedly.
Well, he's got a Nazi tattoo, doesn't he?
Allegedly.
That's what Rob said, word for word.
I did not say
earlier. We'll post the clip of Rob saying that word for word during the week on our socials.
That works.
And we'll tag the band.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Born in 93. Crazy.
Oh. Why is that crazy?
Happy birthday.
Just, he's a fully grown adult.
Maybe in the passage of time.
Well, he's a man, so obviously he's an adult.
I mean, that's like 30 years ago.
Yeah. Rob remembers when he was just born. Rob was there.
Mm-hmm.
He's the godfather of Alex the Terrible.
Our good friend of the show, former guest Alex Skolnick.
Oh,
was recently on the local news. I want
Trump
to share
sucks.
This.
Trump sucks song, part 2.
It wasn't for Trump sucks. It was a news clip about fare hikes in the city. There he is. Let me restart the clip.
Look at that.
New Yorkers have been getting a break on bus and subway fare hikes for years. We haven't seen one since 2015, but our time has come.
It's a pretty good deal, but the cost of living here is so high.
Express bus fares raised to $7 and a single ride ticket up a quarter to $3.25.
It's a little unfair because most people's wages aren't going up.
I was surprised it was as cheap.
Oh, Anna Gasteyer.
Wait, do you mean that lady or Scully?
The lady, but they're both, really.
I mean, he's right. People's wages aren't going up. Speak on it, Alex.
Schooly D spitting bars right there.
Maybe we'd pay you more, Scully, if you put out more than one rap song every 2 fucking years. Get on it already. We're waiting.
Too busy with his jazz bullshit.
Yeah, was he going to the studio when they caught him? Like, what? Get to work, motherfucker.
He had the headphones on.
He's just always listening to jams.
Yeah, he's got to pick a good beat.
That's why he can't get work. See, he's too focused on music. Ironically, to get music jobs. So.
Or even like busboy.
Yeah, bussing tables.
Yeah.
Bussing rhymes and then bussing tables at night.
Was that near you, Rob? That was near you that he was interviewed, right? Does he live in your neighborhood?
No, that looked like it was uptown.
Is there a Chipotle in your neighborhood that he might work at? Or
A-Stop.
Oh.
Oh. I thought that was like Atlantic Avenue.
Oh, maybe. I thought it was uptown, but maybe.
Text him.
I do. Well, I'm not going to say what neighborhood he lives in, but I do
Why?
believe he lives a few neighborhoods over from me.
That's what
Real men do not complain about the 30-cent fare hike.
Yeah.
Just get on the train, bleh.
The thing that makes me laugh at all the every other day, the local news interviews people on the street about the fare hike. And invariably someone or everyone will always say, well, the service isn't getting any better, so why are they raising the fare? That's why they're raising the fare, to make the service better. That's why they need more money to make it better than it is at the current fare.
Well, 2 things made that clip for me. Number one is that he's never credited as like musician.
No, he's
Alex
just random dude on the street.
Yeah.
They don't know. The ABC News correspondent, whoever.
Not even ABC, dude. WABC, New York local affiliate.
Yeah, they don't know what the fuck Alex Skolnick is.
And the other thing that made that clip for me is that Alex Skolnick complaining about a 15-cent fare hike fits perfectly into our meme that he's broke.
Well, it's really a 40 or like a 50-cent hike, right? It was $2.75.
It was $2.75 and it's $2.90 now.
Well, they said now they're raising it to $3.25.
No, $3.25 is for a single ride ticket.
So then what is $2.90?
$2.90 is if you have like a Metro card, if you use the Metro card you have an account.
What about
that they did
what about the
money
Omni?
From. Omni's the same. It's also $2.90. So any account that you have with them that refills and like you participate in their program or whatever, their whole spiel.
I see. So for a tourist, it's $3.25.
You get a discount. If you just go on the train, you get a one thing. You just use it once. That's $3.25.
I see. So basically, it's a 25 or a 35-cent surcharge for the piece of paper that you have to swipe through.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
So we've educated our audience now on the MTA fares of New York City.
I mean, hey, that's what we do.
If they ever come to visit, now they'll be prepared.
Until it goes up again.
If you just have Apple Pay or Google Pay, you're set. You don't got to buy anything. You just use that.
But you'll know how much it is at least. They're still deducting the same amount of money.
Still a good deal, I have to say. I mean, you can get all over the city.
I use Omni now. They give you free rides at the end of the week. You get 12 if you use it 12 times. Every ride after that is free.
Nice.
Until the week expires, so Monday through Sunday.
Well, you basically buy into the weekly pass, right? After that point, after 12
No, it's the weekly pass is more expensive than that.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Well, why would you do that then? Why would you get a weekly pass if you?
I don't know. It's for the weekly pass is, I guess, for people who still use the card. So you're not using Omni. You have to use Omni to get that.
Oh, I see.
That thing.
They want to encourage the right.
So the
Omni
weekly
actually collects your data. I don't know if you knew that. That was a big ish.
What kind of data is it taking?
Well, it has your credit card info, and then so it could tie it to you personally.
And then they sell the data. Is the point?
Yeah, exactly. And then they sell
whatever. I mean, everyone's data is so.
Everyone's being tracked, but it's just another. That's why it's cheaper. It's because they make the difference up on selling your subscription data.
Well, I'm not gonna say I like it, but I mean that's just the world.
It's gonna be. I use it too. Exactly. I know what's going on. It's a tap on my watch, and boom, boom, I'm in. The rare times I do use the subway.
Real men jump over the turnstile.
That's fucking right. They ride on top of the train.
It's so crazy seeing people still complaining about fare evasion as in these like fare hike replies, as if if nobody jumped the turnstiles, they wouldn't be raising the fares anyway. They'd find some other reason to do it.
Just help them inside. That's what you should be doing as a citizen.
Exactly.
Open the door for them.
I'm all about it. I'm all about warning people if there's cops. You don't want to do this.
I just pay it because I'm at the point in my life like I don't need to be fucking hopping a turnstile. You know what I mean? Like I got the money to pay for it. But if someone else wants to do it, I support them completely. Fuck the MTA.
Absolutely.
Mark B. Fuck the MTA, man.
Because I promise you, motherfucker.
It won't be you. 2 men enter, 1 man leaves.
Also, Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan!
What'd he do now?
Back in the news, interviewed for Muscle and Health magazine, and
he doesn't like trans people.
Oh no.
Here's his new lie. Like he's been caught in a new lie, and I want to mention this video that I'm posting right now. It's been a little sped up, like slightly to fit in the range of a Twitter video limit. So he might sound a little different, but nothing's wrong with him.
Is he about to sound like one of the chipmunks?
No, it's not that noticeable, but his voice sounds a little off. So he's talking about how he met Simon Cowell. And and how this comes up is because Simon Cowell produced the 1980s album Pile Driver and the wrestling album, which was the two these two shticky WWE compilations they put out on Sony Music in the early 80s. And so Hulk Hogan is taking credit as saying he's the one who brought Simon Cowell to America.
Jesus.
And now here he's telling the story of how he brought Simon Cowell to America and how he first met him or whatever. And I want to point out that the event that he's talking about at Wembley Stadium in 1992 with WWE, he did not perform on. So that is a big lie in this thing that he's saying how he met him. So with that, all that context, let's hear this latest from Hulk Hogan.
Good.
You were telling me earlier, before we started rolling,
Yeah.
you brought Simon Cowell to the United States.
Well, he came to help with the wrestling albums. I was, long story, I'll make it short. I was in Wembley Stadium and I saw a lot of Make-A-Wish kids. It was me, Michael Jackson, Mr. T, who saw all the Make-A-Wish kids during the
It was me, Michael Jackson, Mr. T.
Oh, yeah, of course.
80s and 90s. I had a kid there that was in rough shape. The EMTs were with him and he was on a stretcher, and you know, his body odor and stuff, it had a smell to it that I hadn't smelled in a while. Not bad,
Hold on.
but it was just a different type of smell.
Time out. Why you gotta hang the kid out to dry like that?
That's fucking weird.
I had the kid who was in bad shape and he fucking stunk. Oh my god, brother.
Jesus.
And I really wasn't sure what it was, and the parents were freaking out. They were Hulkamaniacs, and I told the doctors and the
Parents
EMTs,
were
the kids
Hulkamaniacs.
in kind of trouble here, you know, so let me say my goodbyes and give him a hug and kiss him. And
He could sense this kid was dying by how bad he stunk. He stunk like death.
He did the no
Yeah,
holds
nice
barred. What's that smell? Dookie! Dookie!
place for him out at ringside at Wembley Stadium. It was all roped off, so I went to wrestle, and I kept looking, and the kid wasn't there. So when I came back from wrestling, I was the last person to wrestle the main event. I said, what happened to the family out there? And they said, oh, the kid passed away. So when I found out the kid passed away, my manager, Jimmy Hart, the Mouth of the South, he used to be in a band too. And he had a couple of #1 hit songs here in the States. And I played music before. So we stayed up all night and we wrote 12 songs for the kid's family. And I didn't know anybody
12?
in the UK. And
in one night, they stayed up all night, wrote 12 songs just inspired by this smelly dead kid.
Jimmy knew somebody from Select Records, and they got a hold of Simon Cowell. He produced a little album for us, and it went #1 on Billboard for 8 weeks. And we donated the money to the family. And then Simon came back to me and said we need to do the song with a band called Green Jelly over in the UK, and something called Leader of the Gang, a Gary Glitter song. And so that did really well on Billboard too. So when I came back to the States, I had the crazy idea, since I was wrestling, maybe we should do music here. So I grabbed Cyndi Lauper and Rick Derringer and a bunch of people, and we recut a bunch of songs, Land of 1,000 Dances and stuff. And Simon came over and helped produce the wrestling album. Then he came and produced the second wrestling album, Pile Driver, and he never left. He stayed here and he became this monster producer and nicest guy in the world. He plays a tough guy on TV, but he's a real sweetheart.
Yeah?
In person, he's a really nice guy. So it's amazing because I watch him on America's Got Talent, you know.
So it's all a pantomime, is it?
Well, he's doing the character, you know. He's doing the Simon Cowell up there, you know, with the stern face. But
anyway.
And none of that is true?
Well, there is a Hulk Hogan and the Wrestling Boot Trash Can Band, which is a single.
Also, I thought Green Jelly was an American band, no?
Yeah, I thought so too. Three Little Pigs, right?
Yeah.
Weren't they named Green Jello and they got sued?
Uh-huh.
Jello.
Yeah. Maybe Hulk Hogan was involved in that lawsuit too somehow.
Yeah. He's very pro corporate.
Yeah.
He likes
it was
to
just
sue.
a single that he put out on Arista.
So can we hear the 12 songs about the smelly kid?
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately, that does not seem to be available.
Oh,
shocking.
Shucks.
Did the kid smell worse before he died or after? Would be my question.
That is a good question.
When you're laying on a stretcher and you crapped your pants. Dun, 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 dun.
Well, bless the Hulkster.
Sure.
Should we waste a blessing on him if those even have a chance of working?
Well, Rob just did.
He's got to be the most blessed person in the world. I mean,
you're right.
Just the world's shittiest person, and he's just he's prospered. He's worth millions of dollars. He's still alive at a ripe old age. He's judging bikini contests all day.
He's eating cheese fries for free.
Yeah, he's got a
fucking guy.
He's got a fucking refrigerator full of vegan plant ice cream.
Well, all right, so maybe it's not all great.
Right.
Fair.
Well, but,
you all right, Rob?
I'm just taking in the Bob Barker news.
It's really hitting you hard.
Yeah.
It's like he's
99 years old. He went just like that.
Like, he'll never get to be in another Adam Sandler movie, knocking him out again.
I don't think that was happening.
Yeah,
Anyway.
that was probably, what, 30 years ago at this point?
Was there something in the works that I don't know about?
Was Alex the Terrible alive when that scene was filmed?
No.
Oh, my God. Let's see.
Yes. Well, what year was that? Was that 90?
96, so he was 3 years old.
Oh, he was a baby Daniel. He's a Daniel the Terrible at that point.
Baby Daniel.
I guess they did a little reunion, Adam Sandler and Bob Barker. They did one in a few years ago for the Night of Too Many Stars fundraisers by Rob Smigel. 2015.
Oh.
That's nice.
What was that a fundraiser for again?
autism?
For autism, yeah.
No, just from vaccines, isn't it?
Yeah, they were trying to cancel all vaccinations.
Oh, I see.
Bob Barker was a ripe, young 91 years old at that point. Still a kid.
Was he like all together still, or was it like they had to walk him on stage? Did they need Doug Levison to walk him on stage?
Oh my God!
Oh, it was a bit. So like it was pre-recorded. So he's in like a hospital. And,
they're still fighting.
Yeah, and Bob Barker.
Idiot. Couldn't be nice, could you, Bobby? Huh?
This is like Vince McMahon and Steve Austin in the hospital room.
Yeah.
Yes.
Look at how spry he is. Look at that uppercut.
This soup is too hot. Now you're gonna get it, Bobby.
Oh my God!
Would have been a lot lower. Hey, I need that. I'll get it back to you.
Nothing like watching an old man get beat up. Honestly.
That's funny.
Nice.
I'll give him that.
It is satisfying.
So the point is, we learned from this is that when Adam Sandler's in, recreates something he did 100 years ago, or is in someone else's movie, he's a good actor.
Yeah. He's a good actor. I agree.
I agree with myself. He is a good actor.
You agree with my agreement?
I never thought he was a bad actor. Even in his shitty movies, the acting is not the problem. It's just a scam for his buddies. Those aren't he doesn't care about making a good movie is the point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes it happens by accident and great, but then that's not really the point of them.
Correct.
He's got this new movie now with like his daughters in it. His whole family's in it. Something. This bar mitzvah, whatever movie.
Bat mitzvah. You're not invited to my bat mitzvah.
It's not Spanglish too.
It's based. I
It is.
Yeah, they all kind of are.
Are you going to see this movie, Rob? With your sister, maybe? Reminisce about her bat mitzvah?
We're going to pregame before the next Modi event.
I may watch it just because I want to be up to speed for all the podcasts I watch that are going to ridicule it.
So there's no chance this is good?
Maybe. I never like to rule anything out from being good. I'm just an eternal optimist about movies. And then if it does suck, I'll say that it sucks. But I always liked, especially when it's someone like Adam Sandler that I did like in the past, I like to hope that it's going to be good. I will
say the Rotten Tomatoes are way higher than I would have expected.
That's good.
The critic score is 95. The audience score is 72.
Oh, boy. This is out already?
I guess
came out, I believe.
It's either already out or there's yesterday it came out.
Is it like a Netflix movie or it's in a theater?
Yes.
Both. I think both.
Is it? But it is Netflix,
mm-hmm.
And it's not some other service. Okay, well, maybe I'll watch it. We'll see. A lot of shit to do, man.
Yeah, it's not on my list.
All right, let's talk about our Spotify picks. Every week, we each pick a song, we throw it on the Spotify playlist, which you could search for. Just search the RIP Livecast music break, and boom, there it is. Over 37 hours, over 500 songs, endless good jams. And this week, I'm starting to feel a little reflective since my 40th birthday. is next week, and I'm in a good mood.
Speaking of, so your birthday is literally a week from today, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Are we doing the show as normally scheduled?
Yeah, why not?
Oh, I don't know. Just making sure. It'd be a
Like,
literal birthday episode.
Yeah.
Will you do like a shot for every chat message we get?
I'll do like a bong rip, maybe.
Okay.
I'm not gonna do a shot. Not really into drinking. But
Fistful of sunflower seeds for every.
Oh, I'll eat a sunflower seed for every.
Not one. Come on.
Okay.
Or a shrimp cocktail, maybe.
That's a lot of shrimp.
Yeah.
But no. Ultimately, I'm very pleased with where I am in my life, and
my life,
and I was like, I got here on my terms. I did it my way. So with that, I picked the cover of My Way, not the Frank Sinatra version, the far more obnoxious version, which really resonates with me, the Sex Pistols cover. And talk about a band that made a song their own. They did the song.
It's really just Sid Vicious, right?
Oh, it is? Okay, good.
I believe so.
Yeah, so bless his heart.
No,
it's
R.I.P.
wonderful.
a legend.
Yeah, R.I.P. a Nazi.
Well, he wasn't really a Nazi.
Yeah, it's just being edgy.
Yeah.
But still. But yeah, no. So yeah, that was my pick, and I really enjoyed it. Well, Sid, you seemed a little shocked when I picked this, right? Or
I'm not expecting you to be busting out the old school punk rock Sid Vicious song, so I was curious as to
this
the
is
reason.
such a great cover. Also, this has been in like 1 million movies,
Mhm.
right? Like so I've definitely heard it.
I think there's some Scorsese movie even that uses it. I can't remember which one. Is it
Right.
Goodfellas? Maybe not Goodfellas. One of the Scorsese movies uses the Sid Vicious
it's a
version.
wonderful cover, and so that was my pick. And Darren, what was your pick?
Well, I was looking for my original pick, which was also Terry Funk related, because he passed away this week between our two shows, and we never got to talk about it last week, so I wanted to. And it was something that I was a little bit upset because Dusty Rhodes Muffler beat me to it, posting it in the Discord, the Terry Funk single that he recorded. Wasn't really upset. He upstaged me a little bit. Right. But I wanted to put that on the show, but then I went to go to Spotify and it wasn't there. So I was like, as I was searching for it, one of the results was this thing that I picked, which I had never heard of before, and Rob also had never heard of it, which is just this guy who named Heels, who just records this, like he takes ambient music and puts heel promos over it.
So basically, like what Carlos Santana did live.
Yes,
he does it on Spotify.
But with better music.
Yeah.
So, boom, 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 you egg sucking dog. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, that's the gist of it. But It's really good. It's very nice and calming music too. And then you get to hear Terry Funk call people egg sucking dogs. And also Rick Rude is on there, Luna Vachon. There's a different track for each heel wrestler.
Nice.
And I enjoyed it, and I'm going to listen to the shit out of that.
You're going to listen to the shit out of it? Just the shit part of it?
Yeah, you never heard that expression? I'm going to listen to the shit out of it.
Well, listen to the shit out of it. Or not to the shit out. I don't know.
You can't say listen the shit out of it.
I'm going to fuck the shit out of it. Yeah.
Rob checking someone else's grammar is wild.
It's usually preceded by a verb, I feel.
Listen to is the verb with the infinitive, so that's what makes it clunky, but that's a New Yorkism. I'm going to listen to the shit out of that.
40-year-old Rob is a grammar Nazi.
Learning something new every day. Sid, what's your pick?
Peeping Tom was a solo project Mike Patton did a number of years ago with a bunch of fun guests that I was reminded of this week. And I picked the track he did with Kool Keith, great rapper Kool Keith. And it's called Getaway, and it's weird and creepy and great. So there you go. Two great things that go great together. Cool. And RIP this week is for Terry Funk and I guess Bray Wyatt. Mm-hmm. But we'll throw Bob Barker in there. There's a lot of dead people this week. Yeah. So RIP to all of those.
Two of them very old.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very sad about the Terry Funk passing. I was a big fan of his, especially the more I got into pro wrestling. Like, I got into him when he was past his prime in ECW and enjoyed him in that, but it wasn't like the prime stuff. It was only later when the WWE Network came out where I really got to watch all the really cool stuff he would do in WCW and his feuds with Dusty Rhodes, and he's just so good at being an asshole. So loved him. And Bray Wyatt, of course, total shock. I was very bummed out. I feel very bad for his family, his children. He leaves 4 kids behind.
God damn.
His father,
his brother, his sister. Yeah. So
what I really love about Terry Funk is that he's a couple of things. He's so earnest. Like, he's one of the few guys you never see him, like, when you see him talk out of character, he never seems to be fake. He never seems to be dismissive of anybody. I've never heard him. You know how sometimes one of the defining things is people say they're a good person because no one has ever said a bad word about him, which also applies to Terry Funk. But I also never heard him say a bad word about anybody. Like, he always lifted people up. Except in his promos, obviously, his job is to run people down. But, like, outside of his characters, he never said a bad word about anybody. You never see a shoot promo where he said, this guy's an asshole, that guy's an asshole. They may be out there. I know I'm hanging myself out to dry. Someone's going to come up with a fucking 3-hour shoot promo where he shit on everybody. But I never saw it. I think he was just a real good-hearted individual. And I was very sad to see that he died. I knew he was old. He was going to die. He was in poor health, but it still hit me pretty hard.
I just think about the Beyond the Mat part with him in it, where he's so desperately trying to get this like washed up old wrestler to come out to this event, and he wants him there. And it's like such a big, it was so sweet.
He didn't have
but
to
also
do
just how in that video, the doctors were telling him, hey, how are you even walking? You should stop wrestling. And he still wrestled like another 15 years after that. It's crazy.
Fucking crazy.
That was right around the Chainsaw Charlie time that movie came out, right?
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit after.
Well, when it was shot. It was because it was when he was about to win the ECW World title.
And then right after that, he went to WWE or F, whatever it was then.
Yeah.
R.I.P. legend.
Yeah, a definite R.I.P. legend. And of course, we have our Patreon, patreon.com/RIP Livecast. If you love the show, you want to show us some support, want to kick us a few dollars, we're going to kick you a few bonus episodes. Every month we have 2 bonus episodes, and they are unlimited downloads. You get full access to our entire 3-year archive of episodes on Patreon. And we have a new episode coming up this Friday, or no, this Thursday. It's
Friday.
Friday?
Your birthday's Saturday the 2nd, so the first would be Friday.
I confused myself. Yes. So on Friday we're posting a new episode where we listened to the Guns N' Roses album Chinese Democracy, and we actually
had its moments
better than we thought it would be. So that was nice. And every week, Sid posted a fun column about what shows to watch on television. We posted earlier this month a episode where we watched the show Banded, which we assumed starred Vince Neil, but actually he was nowhere to be found. We also have a listening party. We do a listen along to Megadeth's Risk, to Saint Anger, to the most recent Megadeth album, 72 Seasons. We watched Rob Schneider's terrible stand-up comedy stuff. Yeah, I'm sorry.
You said
Metallica. Metallica album.
Though Dave has heard good things about 72 Seasons.
Yeah.
He hasn't had time to listen to it. But
how dare you call that a Megadeth album?
We also watched a really good Vince Neil documentary a few months back in June. That is worth going out of your way to check out on our Patreon. And that's just the tip. Just the tip. There's still a whole shaft's worth of content
to
penetrate you in our Patreon, patreon.com/RIP Livecast. That's $5. You want to throw us a few extra bones, $10 a month. You're a top Livecast fan of the week. You get a shout out at the end of the show, which is right now. should we do this as Alex the terrible?
Yes.
Robin the terrible. I'll do.
Coombat.
There are 13 rules to being top Livecast fan. Eric, you have to eat the pussy. Benjamin, you have to do the Coombat. Dan R, you have to eat the bujanina, but only with mustard, not with the mayo. Sam, you have to drink the compote.
Sam, you have to change your name to Simeon,
Mindy Mayer Skipper, you do not sound like a real man, but you sound like you have a nice pussy. I'm not going to say that. That's wrong.
You just said
Chasseur, Sassusits. That sounds French. You cannot be a real man. Hugo likes tacos. Obviously, so does the terrible.
I think Hugo likes pichonka, not tacos, and plov.
All right.
Works. Land or Degs, I want to say we are officially against any land that there is war on. With LaCroix, I am more of a vintage seltzer guy. And Corey and Scate H, Doug Pigman, eating pig with your hands only, man. No fork, no spork.
And make sure that those hands have maybe not Nazi tattoos on them at all times.
Douglas, who are you? Levison, who are you? Who are you?
Are you a man, Douglas Levison?
Sound like a pussy.
You want to make money, get yourself a gig and go practice, bля. I'm trained classically. I'm trained contemporaneously.
And finally, Privyet, guys. It's Josh. That's our show, folks. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be back next week. Until then, we love you. We kiss you. Bye-bye.